Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Magdalene Janet. If you don't know who I am, welcome to the channel. We're here talking all things TirTir along with their skincare. I had really no idea they had like a full-on skincare. Oh, let's put something on these lips. Anytime I have no makeup on, especially like my brows aren't on, I need something on my lips because girl, I just need some color. And you know, lately I've been loving this right here. Ooh, so good. It's a tint. First off, we're starting off with this bad boy. I just showered. I washed my face. We're gonna wet it a little bit. Tell me why I think my coffee machine is breaking down. So next we're gonna go with some vitamin C. I think it's breaking down because it's kind of been acting a little funny. So while my face is wet, we're gonna add the vitamin C. Vitamin C will give our skin brightness. So this is also like makeup, skin prep, skincare, and skin makeup prep. Yeah. And with each skincare step, I always suggest for you to wait a little bit just so the skincare can dry down. So if you ever feel like your skin is a little dull, vitamin C really helps. You want to be careful with acids, especially during the summer because of the heat. So I typically, now in the summertime, I'll only probably use vitamin C, not even daily, maybe a few times a week because of the sun, especially here in California. Girl, it is hot as heck all year round, but especially the summer. So now let's do some eye cream. I like this one from Medicube. It's the pink peptide eye cream. I use this one both in the evening and in the morning time. You guys, I have like this bump right here. I don't know if you could see it. Sometimes it looks visible, more visible, and sometimes it doesn't. I feel like lately it's been looking a lot more visible. I don't know what it is. Do you guys know what this is called? Help me, because I want to go to the dermatologist so I can be like, look, I need help with this. So yeah. So while that vitamin C is drying down, we do our eye. I like to just really rub it in. And we're gonna wait for that to dry down. I think the vitamin C, let's give it like 30 more seconds. So next up, I would use a toner, which this is where TirTir comes into play. This is the Milk Skin Toner. So what it is, it's a milk skin, contains chamomile extract and rice bran extract that makes the skin moist and smooth. So let's see. There's two sizes. I got the mini size because I wasn't sure if I was going to like this. There we go, there we go. Oh, it's like really, literally milky. I would say the Haru Haru one, which is my fave, is thicker. Let's see how this is going to feel on the face. Oh, okay, this feels nice. It's thin, but I don't know if once it's warmed up in your skin, it becomes thicker. I feel like I have a little more oomph now. I forgot. Oh my God, I didn't put anything on my neck yet. Oops. Oh yeah, wow, this is nice and moisturizing. A little more. So I'm gonna use this as my toner and essence. Usually I would do the Haru Haru toner and then the Haru Haru essence. But today we are trying out some TirTir. I've heard nothing but good things about TirTir skincare. I've tried the makeup and I like it. So let's see. Once again, let's let this dry. Although it's drying quickly. Also, when you do your skincare, I would suggest to do up to 5 products. Because if you do a lot of skincare, it's too much on your skin. Therefore, your makeup starts peeling. It starts separating. It's just too much going on. So right now we have the vitamin C so far and this. Well, technically this, but this is like water. I didn't tell you what this is. This is the Rescue Spray. It's an antibacterial spray. It's great for when you don't wear makeup after the gym. It'll help prevent breakouts because it's antibacterial. I honestly like to use it on my bare face because it just gives your skin this refreshed feel. Like, I don't know if it's doing anything. I feel like it does, so that's why I use it. This is not a necessary step. So far we have this eye cream, which only goes on the eyes, and our milky toner. Next up is going to be some moisturizer. This is the TirTir moisturizing cream containing shea butter and witch hazel for smooth and glossy skin like porcelain. Okay, so let's open. this. Oh, this is like a nice cream. Oh, it smells like kind of citrusy. Let's see. Ooh, thick. She's thick. It's thick, but it feels jelly-like as you apply it on your skin. Okay, I like that. Oh yeah, this feels very moisturizing. It's kind of tricky. It's tricky because look how thick this is. I love a lot of moisture, and the reason why, although I have oily skin, because we wear makeup, we put so many layers on, we're gonna add powders, setting sprays. Those things tend to dry your skin. So when you have a solid base like your skincare, it's gonna help hold it. Kind of like a base at the bottom. Imagine your face, your bare face is the bottom of the base, right? Again, let's let it dry for a couple minutes. Skin feels so nice. You see that glow? Wow, look at that. Hey Beauty skincare is where it's at. Korean skincare, I've been really getting into it this year. I started last year, but whew, girl. Okay, moving on to the SPF, the Hydro UV Shield Sunscreen, SPF 50. This looks like it is a chemical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreens typically don't have a white cast. Mineral sunscreens do because of the zinc oxide. It's basically like a white powder, which all mineral sunscreens have. It's gonna leave you with a white cast. Depending the type of sunscreen, it'll leave you a greater white cast than others. I like mineral sunscreen because it helps with my melasma. As you guys see here, it's not as visible, but it's still there. I have dark spots / melasma, and I was told by a dermatologist that mineral sunscreen works best for dark spots because it blocks the sun a bit better, I would say, than a chemical sunscreen. These are the ingredients here on the chemical sunscreen. I mean, on this sunscreen right here. This lets me know it is a chemical sunscreen because it doesn't have zinc oxide. So let's see. Let's put a lot. This is really white. But we know Hey Beauty sunscreens typically don't have crazy white casts. Let's see. Okay, white cast. Shit. Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. Oh yeah. What I've noticed with K Beauty sunscreens is it automatically will get rid of the white cast. I don't know why. You guys saw I was just rubbing it and all of a sudden. So what I tend to do a lot, especially lately, is with sunscreens, let it dry down a little bit. So let's do like here. Let it maybe sit for like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I've noticed with sunscreen, once it hits your skin, it warms up. I would say it kind of oxidizes, but not really. Let's call it oxidation for like verbiage purposes. When you let it dry down like this and then you rub it in, that white cast is less visible. So look. See how it just becomes invisible? Obviously, I didn't put as much right now. I always target a bunch right here because of my melasma. Let's add a little there. You see? So if you ever feel like, dang, my sunscreen is so white casty, let it sit on your skin. No lie, sometimes when I do my skincare, I just want to curl my lashes. I'm kind of tempted to not use a primer today because we use TirTir skincare. The same brand skincare is typically made to work well for the makeup, right? Let's skip it. I have two foundations, 30N Rich Honey, 33C Hazel. From what I can remember, the spongy foundation. Actually, let me go get it. This one right here, I had to go through 3 shades to find my shade, which is 33C Hazel. So I kind of figured the same with the liquid one. This is the liquid version of that one. That one went viral. So let's see. Let's read up on this. By eyeballing it, I'm looking at 33C Hazel is more my tone. But we'll swatch it. The Mask Fit Red Foundation, it is long-lasting, flawless coverage with energy essence, lightweight, hydrating, and pore blurring. It's also breathable with a satin finish. It retails for $27 each. It comes in 30 shades. It's designed to have a long-lasting wear for 72-hour flawless coverage. 30 shades is pretty good. So let's do 30 Rich Honey, which is this one, the one that's gonna get closest to my fingers. 33C Hazel. Let me spread it out. So this is Rich Honey, which typically anything that has honey will have more of a golden undertone. This is C, which is for cool. It's gonna be cooler red, but you see how this looks more neutral? This looks warm, golden. It's oxidizing literally on my hand. So here, let's put this is Rich Honey, CC Hazel, CC Hazel, Hazel C. What is it? 33C. It looks deeper. Actually, Rich Honey looks like my tone. 30N Rich Honey. So 30N is neutral, but it has some golden in it. Let's do 30N. I'm just gonna tap it away because I don't want to get rid of my sunscreen. Well, this does oxidize. Okay. At least we have two options of foundation shades. This is Rich Honey. You see how warm it goes on, but it will oxidize. Let me see how it covers. Ooh, she's warm. It feels nice though. It has texture to it. It's thick but thin at the same time. So I do feel that lightweight feel, I would say. All this is going a long way. I think I added too much. See, look, it's oxidizing to my tone. Okay, I'm gonna use this Morphe 104 brush. Let's just blend it. This looks good. Is it my tone? Yeah, I think this, although it's a neutral, I would say maybe golden, not a straight up neutral. I feel like TirTir brand, the cool leans more on the neutral than cool. Sometimes brands they run warm, honestly. But you also have to wait for things to oxidize, because a lot of times a foundation will oxidize to its true undertone. But it just takes that, 30 seconds to a minute. Damn, skin looks flawless. It looks like I literally have a filter on. It looks pretty natural. Damn, this is nice. Damn, look. I am pleasantly surprised. Let's go on here. I'm gonna use whatever remains on my hand, which I think is a lot. We're gonna do an all-day wear test. I need to give you the time. I like to grab the product in the brush. You have the brush coated a little bit. This way you get more of an even look, and you also don't get streaks. Wow, this is nice. Look. Doesn't it look good? I always like to blend my foundations for a good amount of time. This way it adheres to your skin and you really blend it out onto your skin when you sweat or you have oily skin or you're wearing your makeup all day. The way you blend it and how long you blend it really counts. If you kind of halfway blend it or if you rush and blend it, it's not going to look as smooth and as flawless throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you rush it, it looks nice immediately because you just applied it. But it's when you wear your makeup, how it's gonna look. How does this look? I feel like it is a little, here, let me kind of match it. You see, it's a little warm. You see my shoulder versus my face, which is fine. It will do. This is why I typically would use 33C. It is currently 10:14. Let's wait about 10 minutes to see how this dries because it is very hydrating. It feels different from this one. I feel like this texture is thinner. You see that? You see, this shade is different. It's a little different from the liquid. Okay, back. It's been 10 minutes, I think. I don't know. Oh, it dries down a little bit. It's still it's wet but sticky, which is good because it is adhering to our skin. It's not as glowy as we started off, I feel. Let's move this hair. Oops. Let's do that. Okay. The skin looks nice. It feels very lightweight, but it does have a lot of pigment. I'm going to add some bronzer. I'm going to keep it drugstore today just because I feel like TirTir is more on the affordable side. And they don't have like a bronzer blush. I mean, that I saw. This is the shade Toffee from Alani. I really like this shade. Look how perfect it is. Yesterday, I cleaned my desk. I have not cleaned my desk in a very long time. You know, thoroughly cleaned it. And I was in just such a cleaning mood. I cleaned everything. Makeup area, oops. Makeup area was cleaned. I put all my makeup away. I cleaned up PR boxes. I was like, oh, look at her. All productive. You know, June's been a rough month, and I finally was able to like get out of a funk and just do things for myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm kind of slowly getting back in the game. As you know, ice raids have been happening in my city of LA, and it's just taken a toll. As you know, I'm a first generation Latina. I was born here, but my parents were not. They migrated from Central America to here due to civil war. Whew! I was like deeply, deeply affected. I'm very empathetic. Like I empathize a lot. At the same time, I'm really strong. I never really understood how both can coexist, but they can. Realizing it's okay to have empathy and sympathy because it makes us who we are, you know? So some blush is L'Oreal. This is this coral shade. These blushes are so nice. Let's let this dry a little bit. I think this foundation is really nice and it's 21 bucks. It's affordable-ish. I feel like a good price. I feel like nowadays though, oh, I have an itch. $20 for a foundation is kind of drugstore-esque. I always feel like anything under $10 at the drugstore, you're getting a deal. I'm gonna just blend this out. And TirTir does have a new concealer. This is actually what prompted everything because I was like, ooh, a new concealer. Let's see. And then I saw that they had the foundation. So the concealer took some time to arrive. I think it took like a month to arrive. So I've had the skincare and the foundation for a while. And then finally the concealer came. It is the newest product here. Okay. I always like to do concealer towards the end of the liquid bronzer and, oh my gosh, can't think. And blush, look at this. This is not blended. Just so that this helps to clean it up. So let me give you info about this. This is the Glide&Hide Blurring Concealer. It is long lasting. It retails for $16. I have this shade 6 Olive. Infused with hyaluronic acid for visible hydration and plumper dewy skin. It is crease proof. It has a dual applicator with liquid tip to conceal and a balm that blurs. It has a breathable formula that delivers long-lasting weightless coverage. It comes in 20 shades. This is very similar to the foundation, breathable, long-lasting. I'm very surprised because they have an olive undertone. Is this light? Oh, look at the applicator. No, this is a good color. They have a dual side, which is looking like a lipstick. Well, the dual side gives you more of a blur. That's creamy. That feels nice. Ooh, look at that olive. That's gonna help color correct the liquid. The liquid's formula is a little thinner. See how it's a little warm? It's not as olive as this one, but the formulas are different. Cream versus liquid. You know what I think this is for though? This, look. We're gonna go here. Just a little bit. Because this is thicker, it's gonna create a good base for the liquid. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if that's correct. But let's see. Oops, I should have. Hold on, let me take this off so you can see it before and after. It's just blend a little bit. When it comes to under eyes, you want to add as little product as possible because this area is so tiny. Let's see, like a first application. You see how natural that is? We also put a little bit. I didn't put a lot so that it's not too cakey and scrapey. Next up is the liquid. The liquid's very thin. So I'm gonna add right there. A little bit right there. It's very hydrating. It feels hydrating. Yeah, look, you see the liquid kind of oxidizes. Now it looks more like the cream, huh? Cool. Okay, let this dry for like a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, this dries down. I like this olive undertone. That is very nice. My eyebrows are just not looking like I want them to today. Side note. I'll fix them later. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my brush, then blend the bottom. The majority of the product will be here. I'm gonna blend that into the blush. And then blend this out to clean up. Remember my eyeshadow was looking funky? This is gonna help it just look polished. Clean up again. Now with whatever remains, we're gonna go up here, kind of get that under the lash line, I mean. Wow, this is nice. It's blending nicely. Doesn't look like it's creasing too much. Because this area, you see how it's small and you have these creases? The less product there, the better. If you put a lot of product there, those creases are just gonna bunch up that product and it's gonna make your under eyes just look heavy. If you feel like you need more coverage because you have darker under eyes, major discoloration, powders also help color correct as well. Besides these eyebrows, makeup is looking pretty good. I'm trying to keep it at a like natural. What I want to do too is get the cream part, do this action right here, clean it up, and then get my foundation brush. This step, if you have a small face, especially if you have a small face, is a game changer. You see? She snatched. This, I've been telling you guys, I swear, in the last 5 videos. I've been doing this. The way the game has been changed. Look, I think my thing kind of melted a little bit. Let's add right there. Like I tell you, always clean off your brush so you don't have like build-up product that is going to not blend as smoothly. So here I'm gonna create this sort of base at the bottom here. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm just gonna keep it here because this is where like I have the most discoloration. I kind of like this dual-ended thing. You get 2 products in one, 2 different formulas in one. You can use the cream, you can use the liquid, whatever you prefer, whatever works. You can use both. I like that this concealer is very lightweight yet pigmented. You can also let it dry down and it doesn't get stuck. Really doesn't have a soft matte finish, which I feel like K-Beauty makeup does not have much of a matte anything. Okay, let this dry down. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put some here. When it comes to oxidation, you can see it right here versus here. I will always say most products oxidize, especially foundations and concealers. It depends on the brand how much it oxidizes, but for the most part, I always find it. Some oxidize also a lot slower than others. This oxidizes rather quickly, so you see the results quick. I would say like 15 seconds. Some I would say take maybe like a minute for you to fully see that color. And this shade initially, it looks a little too light. When you let it sit, you know, it oxidizes perfectly. And I love that TirTir has this olive undertone because you can see here, it just cancels that discoloration. I'm gonna just bring the remaining goes here. TirTir has this mask waterproof setting spray. It is long lasting. Let's shake, shake, shake. Look at this. Isn't this bottle cute? I like to spray when you have your creams on. Girl, I didn't do the cut. I didn't do the cut. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're going to... Okay, skin. Skin is skinning. Let's add here, here. The bronzer. Just do a little blend action. The blush. I want to show you the skin with no powders on, because powders will change the game. What you think? It looks good, huh? I kind of like it all. Let's see the concealer. The concealer's creasing a little bit, very tiny bit. That happens. We have creasy under eyes. We're constantly blinking. We just do a little bam bam here, a little bam bam there. We're good. Powder, you guys know I love me some Maybelline. This one is the number 10 and it's very warm. It has like a yellow tint, which is gonna help color correct a little more those under eyes. When it comes to powder and the under eyes, you want to make sure you limit the powder use. I mean, I say that, but then I'm out here like baking. But I do notice powders accentuate wrinkles. That's the only thing it accentuates though. If you have big pores and no wrinkles, powder is great. If you have crow's feet, wrinkles, powder will always accentuate that, but it also blurs, makes things flawless looking. And powder looks great in photos. If you take a lot of photos, it's amazing. If you're like in the office and just like, you know, chilling, less powder is okay. I always like to focus first my under eyes. Really get in here, really just set nicely like this. And then I focus on my face because I have crow's feet and creases, you know? So then I like to look and see. It looks good. Because I have the discoloration right here the most, this is where I like to bake. I don't like to put powder here because that's where those crow's feet can really be accentuated with powder. So I'll keep it like that. Then we can move on to the center of the face. This is where you have like your pores. Texture mainly is here on the center of your face. Powder will make it look extremely flawless, like such. You see? You see? And it helps to set things down so it does not move. So if you have oily skin, if you wear your makeup for long periods, now it's the summer, so we need maybe a little more powder. This is what powder does for us. Ooh, ooh. So let's kind of blend this out before it gets stuck and I can't blend it anymore. And then while the cheeks are wet, we'll get our powder bronzer. This is also gonna help make our makeup look a little more natural, not so matte. If you want to, you can mattify everything with this powder. Here are the cheeks and the blush. I'm trying to go more of a softer look. We can go with directly bronzer. Did I put bronzer down here? The Milani? I don't know if I did. Blush, and your cheeks are still wet. You can add your blush. You're gonna have like that natural looking skin. There's like a patch right there. Because your cheek's a little wet, I kind of like do pat and then brush. I forgot to do that. That was my intention. The bronzer again and again. I get a little bit of powder. We're sticking to a little bit. We want our look to look sharp and polished. Like that, like that. Blend whatever powder's here. And so I don't add much more. I'm just gonna press it here. Keep it in that inner corner. Girl, I'm forgetting these right here, this. So what I like to do is, because I have oily lids, I'm gonna press it down with the setting powder and then add a little bit of the powder. This, you know, it's lately has been my go-to look. Just with mascara and call it a day. I feel like it makes the look just fresh and, you know, fresh. This powder brush, there's some powder foundation in it, but we're just gonna press that down. And let's go with this. I'm excited, but let me check, make sure everything looks good. Yeah, wow, look at the skin. It looks good. It looks as natural as a full face can look, you know? Okay, let's drench our skin. Now we're gonna set this, make sure it's about to last all day long. This mist, I will say, is one of the finest mist I've used. Mist setting sprays are super popular now. Remember like 3 years ago, we only had, the Morphe one was that continuous mist situation. And now look how things have changed. And I love a good switch up, a good little upgrade action, you know? Okay. Ooh, ooh. Let me fix these eyebrows, finish up my hair. BRB. I am feeling this, not this hair, and I just took my thumbnail picture. Oops. I decided to do my ponytail down and low. So, well, my bun. First and foremost, I'm kind of loving this. I love that everything works cohesively together. Nothing peeled, nothing separated. Lately, that's been happening, and I have nothing to complain about that end. Look at the skin. It's now been maybe an hour since I've done everything, and now you see my oils are kind of coming through. I have a little bit of a glow. I also didn't powder a lot purposely just to see how things are going to warm up. And look, this skincare I loved. I am very pleasantly surprised how smoothing and plumped my skin immediately feels. When it comes to skincare, typically you want to wait a few trials or tries to see how your skin reacts, whether, I don't know, your skin becomes drier, it becomes plump. As a first impressions, I really, really like this. I don't have sensitive skin, so I will typically know if something works on my skin pretty immediately. This sunscreen is beautiful. I just love how it feels like a mousse. It feels like a moussey texture, and you guys saw no white cast. This was the most surprising product to me because, well, actually no, most like these were, because this looks so milky and thin. I thought it was just gonna absorb into my skin and not do anything, but it was like nice and plump. Typically that's what these milky essences do. This is thick yet thin at the same time. It just glides onto the skin. Oh girl. And the makeup. This foundation is great. If you like something thicker than this one, I feel like this is more, you know, traditional foundation. It has that lightweight texture. It is very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, and it adheres to your skin. These are similar in the sense that they have that lightweight feel. This one is more of a wetter, thinner texture. So if you like something more skin-like, maybe skin tint, I would go with the cushion. This one's more your traditional, how foundations are now, lightweight yet long wearing, because they do adhere and hug the skin. This one does that as well. It's just the textures that are different. They do kind of act the same. I am very pleasantly surprised how good this is. I really like that it has dual. It comes in an olive undertone. It has 20 shades. You have the cream. That is not too heavy. Look at my under eyes. They look really good. There's no creasing, no heaviness going on. And we have coverage. That is what's most important about a concealer. We need coverage because the under eyes tend to be the area that can be very discolored. And I love that we can use this kind of like as a color corrector cream and then top it off with the liquid, which has that lightweight feel and texture to it, you know. And the setting spray I like. I think this mist is amazing. It set my skin well. We won't know how good everything works until I come back at around 8 or 9. I'll probably do 8 o'clock. Yeah, because we started around 9, right? Or 10. Either way, I'll be back. But this, I'm pleasantly surprised how TirTir is because my only experience with TirTir honestly has been this, and this was great. The only thing with this one, I remember I could not find my shade for the life of me. Talking about shade, I do like this one, although it is on the golden side. This is it. Let's meet in front of the window so we can see how things look in daylight. Oh, my lip combo. You guys, I've been loving the NYX Duck Plump in beige. What is it? Boost Beige. It broke, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one. It has this gray brown look, and then I outline tightly with the Maybelline in Let's Bounce, like at the bottom. You see that? just give it a little bit of dimension. And I just put a gloss on, which is the L'Oreal in Rouge and Love. It's just a natural, fresh lip to go with the face, right? Okay, let's go. In front of the window, today's gonna be really hot. I could see it, I feel it in my bones, but look at the skin. And it looks so good. Under eyes, whew! You know how I feel about my under eyes, especially because they have discoloration and I have my crow's feet going. But what do you think? Blush and everything applied very well. I like this look. It looks natural. I mean, you know, as natural as we can get it. But the foundation and concealer along with the skincare, I just feel like it's a match made in heaven. Well, let me know your thoughts. How does it look right now in front of the window? And the back camera to give you the real tea, you know? Hey you guys, I'm back. You know what? I decided to do the check-in here because I looked at my phone and realized it's 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh my god, it looks like it's 6:30. But this is how we look right now. I did get some footage for you maybe 2 hours ago, right when golden hour was happening, and the skin was looking very good. It looks very natural, a lot more natural and radiant than I anticipated. Skin still looks very smooth though. I really like how everything is sitting. I was just like, whoa, I'm a little oilier than I wanted to be. But overall, the under eyes look beautiful. You guys know under eyes are a big deal, especially to see how things wear. Skin looks flawless. Skin looks like skin. Nothing's heavy. Nothing's breaking apart or separating. Here we are now. It's been 10 hours. Look, I'm very like greasy here. I kind of got this radiance going. I don't know, a few hours ago, I did do a lip swatch video, so I touched up a tiny bit around my mouth because, girl, you're going to see this lip swatch video. I didn't want to touch up, obviously, because I'm doing the wear test and I want you guys to see how things look. It looks really, really good. I will say the foundation shade is not my favorite. I may do like a swatch of the 33C so you guys can see it. I think the undertone here is better. It's just a little deeper. Honestly, I much rather have a deeper foundation with the correct undertone than the correct foundation shade with the wrong undertone, because Rich Honey is literally rich honey. It has like that golden undertone. Right now it looks good because it's been 10 hours, but when I went to the bathroom maybe like at around 12 and I was looking at my skin and it looked a little more golden than I want it to ever look. I was like, wait, when we finished up I didn't look as golden, but when things start warming up I look golden, and then now I don't because it's warmed up. I really want to be as accurate as possible. Hey familia, I'm back. Day number 2. I wanted to use this today to show you the shade. 33C Hazel. I think it looks amazing. This is definitely my shade. I don't have that golden warm undertone, so I wanted you to see the swatch, me blending it out, so that you can see how much better this really matches my skin tone. I wanted to do it really quick because we know the formula. You already saw the formula, how it's working so far in the video. As always, you know I got you, especially when it comes to shades. We need our perfect shade. Initially, this goes a little bit deep. As I'm blending it out, you guys saw it just meshed into my skin very, very well. So this is my color, 33C Hazel, just like the spongy one is, or cushion, you know. Okay. Back to the outro. Concealer is beautiful. I like it. I think it worked out very well. It's giving very natural. I feel like this makeup look is very natural, especially because we basically put a full face on. Very lightweight, very breathable. My skin feels like skin. I definitely don't look gastada because look, I'm like feeling myself. Overall, TirTir is that girl. I think the skincare was amazing. I was very pleasantly surprised how good it was. As you guys know, I'm loving my Haru Haru essence and toner, but we might have to fit in a little bit of TirTir up in there because I was just pleasantly surprised. I really love the sunscreen. I love the moisturizer. The makeup is good, both the concealer and foundation. Let me know your thoughts. Have you tried this makeup line? Have you tried Korean skincare? What are your thoughts about it? And thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending some time with me. I truly appreciate you. When you watch my videos, it helps me out so much, and when you comment and when you like, and I love chit-chatting with you guys. So let me know your thoughts about this brand. Do you like seeing one face brand one brand full face tutorials. I've been feeling those lately. It's nice to showcase different types of brands, you know. But I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know which way it is, that way or that way, girl. Look at my hands. But don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, familia. Love you.